Welcome back, everyone. Now we will study a very important topic in the fluid kinematics. That is types of fluid flow. The understanding of the type of fluid flow mathematically, it is very important in the fluid kinematics in terms of velocity term here. So now in that, the first one is that is the uniform flow. Uniform flow here. Uniform flow means what? When the fluid is flowing here at a particular time, that the time is equal to, for example, now at 10 am here. At 10 am, at a different point of the fluid, I will measure the velocity 0.1, 0.2, 0.3 here, 0.4. If I measure the velocity, so velocity if I got 10 meter per second here at all the points. If it is the x direction here, now in this x direction in all the points at this time, if you are having the same velocity, then that kind of the fluid flow is called as the uniform fluid flow. Then how to write it mathematically, this one now? So if it is a resultant velocity is a capital V here, dou V divided by, it is with respect to the space coordinate, this one. This is a space along the x direction, means what? It is a space here now. The space coordinate I will write it S here now. So dou V divided by dou S is 0 at a particular time. Time is equal to constant. At a particular time I am taking here now 10 am. Time is constant. Then it is called as the uniform flow here now, where V, capital V is the function of U, V, small v and small w here, and S is the function of space coordinate in Cartesian coordinates x, y and z here now. So next, this is about uniform flow. Non-uniform flow means opposite here now. For example, opposite means, for example, at particular for a non-uniform flow, that is a uniform flow here, at the same time 10 am, if I measure the velocities at the first point, if I got u1 is some 10 meter per second, u2 if I got it is a 12 meter per, somewhat 9 meter per second, like that. Some different velocities if I getting at a different point here now, then the velocity is not varying with respect to the space coordinate at a particular time. Then it is called as the non-uniform flow here now. This is mathematically we can write here dou V divided by dou S at a particular time. Time is equal to constant here now. It is not equal to 0 here. Then it is called as the non-uniform flow here now. So next fluid flow is called as the compressible and incompressible fluid flow. That is, the second one is, it is the compressible flow. Compressible flow here. In this compressible flow means, always we are assuming that the density of the fluid flow is not varying here. So in case of the fluid, water is flowing in a pipe, the density of the water is taken as constant 1000 kg per meter cube, like that we are taking here. In case of that aeroplanes, when aeroplane is moving with a supersonic speed more than the sound speed, the surrounding of that aeroplane, that air will be compressed. Air will be compressed in such a way that the density of the air is changing there. So in that cases we cannot assume that the density is constant in such a flow, supersonic flows and all. So in such a flows, the density is not constant in the fluid flow, that are supersonic flows and all. That kind of flows are called as they are the compressible flows. In the compressible flows, rho is the density. Density is not constant here. The density is changing here now. So density, change of the density d rho is, change of the density is not 0. It is changing here now. Incompressible means incompressible flow. Incompressible flow means density is taken as a constant, like flow through the pipe here now. Density is taken as a constant. In this case, d rho is 0. Change of the density is 0 here now. How we can represent mathematically here in this case. Then third that fluid flow, it is called as the steady flow and unsteady flow. Steady flow means what? Yes, T-E-A-D-Y, steady flow here. Steady flow means any property like pressure, temperature, density, any property if we took, if any property is changing with respect to the time, then it is called as the unsteady. If it is not changing with respect to the time, then it is the steady flow. In the steady flow, any property we can take here now. If I take density is the property, then d rho is changing with respect to the time dt here now. If it is not changing, density is not changing with respect to the time, this is not changing with respect to the time, means it is not equal to the 0, then it is called as the steady flow. It is not only density, it may be pressure, it may be that temperature, whatever it may be. If it is changing with respect to the time dt, t, so then if it is not changing, then steady flow. If it is changing, then unsteady flow here now. Unsteady flow means what here now? D rho divided by dt is equal to 0. Here, this is maybe the property here. Any property we can take here now. It may be pressure here, it may be temperature here now. Like this, any property, if it is changing with respect to the time, then it is an unsteady flow. If it is not changing with respect to the time, it is the steady flow here now. So next, fourth one is here, steady that flow. In the fourth one here, in this fourth one, that is called the dimensional 2D flow here, 2D flow, and 2D flow means if the u is varying with respect to only it is a function of x and y here now, then it is called the 2D flow. 3D flow, 3-dimensional flow is there, then is the u is a function of x, y and z here now. It is varying with respect to all the directions in Cartesian coordinates x, y, z, then it is a 3D flow here now. The example is what here now? For in case of the 2D flow here now, flow over the flat plate, we can take it as a 2D flow here now. And flow through the pipe, very long length pipe it is there. It may be it is a 1D flow here now. U is a function of only x here. X is the along the length of the pipe here. So it is depending upon the application, we can take 2D flow, 3D flow and 1D flow here. So next here the fifth one here. Fifth one is, that is category is laminar flow and turbulent flow. Laminar and turbulent flow here now. Laminar flow means the flow that the fluid particles are, they are moving in the same direction. Means all the fluid particles are moving in the same direction here now, in the same direction. Then the velocity is very less. Then the velocity is very less. The Reynolds number is also very less here now. Then it is called as the laminar flow. Turbulent flow means when the fluid particles are in chaotic motion, means they are moving in 3D or in a random manner, then velocity is very high here and Reynolds number is also very high, then it is called as the turbulent that flow here. So this physical significance of the laminar and turbulent flow will be represented by the Reynolds number here now. In case of the flat plate flow, Reynolds number is 5 into 10 raised to 5 is the critical Reynolds number. More than this here now, it is the turbulent flow. Less than this is the laminar flow, what we are taking here. In case of the pipe flow here the Reynolds number is 2300. 2300 is the critical Reynolds number. More than the 2300 in the fluid flow through the pipe is the turbulent flow. Less than the 2300, it is taken as the laminar flow here now. This is about the laminar flow and turbulent flow here now. So next and the last one that is called as the rotational flow, and sixth one is the rotational flow and irrotational flow. Rotational and irrotational. So what do you mean by this? Rotational flow and irrotational flow means what this one? So when that fluid flow is called as the rotational flow here now. So when the fluid particles are moving like this here now, in this direction, the fluid particles are moving like this here now. If I take one fluid particle here, this is one fluid particle here now. What happening here now? This fluid particle rotating about itself it is rotating here. So like this, for example, this is a fluid particle here now, rotating about itself, and also it is moving, rotating and moving. Then that kind of that fluid particle, that kind of the fluid flow is called as that is the rotational fluid flow. So if that fluid particle, if it is not rotating about itself, it is remains as it is, but it is moving here now. So then that kind of the fluid flow like this here now, only this one, the particle is not rotating about itself, then it is called as the irrotational fluid flow. That is called the irrotational fluid flow here. Then mathematically, how to find whether that fluid flow is rotational fluid flow or irrotational fluid flow here now. So to find out that mathematically, that rotational components has to be analyzed here now. What are the rotational components here now? How to write the rotational components here now? So we can write the rotational components along the x, y, z direction like this here now. So it is the Rx is the rotational component along the about the x direction here now. So it can be written Wx also, rotational component. Sometimes we are writing a W here now. How to write it here now? Half in the bracket. Just we have to take one method here now. So we have to write here now x, y and z here. You take it rotation like this here. X to y, y to z, z to x here. So now we are writing for the x here now. After the x, what it is coming? Y and z. How to write it here now? Dou y minus dou z here now. Dou y minus dou z here now. How to write for this dou z? Along the z, that velocity component is, it is a dou w here. Along the y direction, that velocity component is dou v here. So now it will becomes the rotational component along the x direction, about the x direction here. So next one, rotational component along the y direction here. Similarly we have to write. So half in the bracket y. After the y it is coming z and x here now. So therefore it is a dou z minus it is dou x here in this case. For x here now velocity component dou u. For z it is dou w here. It is rotational component along the y about the y direction here. And rz is half. After the z what it is coming? X and y here. So therefore it is dou x minus it is dou y here now. For y it is dou v and for x it is u here in this case. So these are the rotational components along about the x, y and z direction. So next, when it will be called as a rotational flow and irrotational flow here. Very important this one. So if Rx is equal to Ry is equal to Rz here now, in 3D flow it is 0. All the rotational components are 0. Then it is called as the irrotational flow. Irrotational flow. All components should be the 0. In 3D, 2D is there Rx and Ry if it is xy. If it is 1D is there Rx is 0 like that here. So next one, if it is any one component is non-zero. If here now Rx, any one component is non-zero here now, then it is called as the rotational flow here. So these components, negative and positive, indicates that the direction of rotation. So sometimes the clockwise rotation is taken as a positive, anti-clockwise rotation is taken as a negative here. So if it is rotational components are non-zero, any one is non-zero, then the fluid flow is it is the rotational fluid flow. If all the rotational components are 0, then it is called as the irrotational fluid flow here now. So this rotational components we can write in the vector form also here now. R is equal to, it is a Rxi plus Ryj here, and plus it is Rz, it is K here now. In this components we can write here now. And also in the differential form, in the matrix form also we can write here now. R is equal to, in the matrix form, Ij, here it is a K here now, dou divided by dou x here, dou divided by dou y, and dou divided by dou z here now, and u, p and w. Like this in the matrix form also we can write here in this case. This is about the rotation and irrotation, that the components, how we are writing in case of the types of the fluid flow here in this case here. We'll see in the next video lecture the next topic here. Thank you very much.